Hello, everybody. Me again. Yeah, coronavirus is still here, but slowly going away, which is good. Um, Stages are opening slowly. A lot of stores, a lot of places where has been like lot of slowly open doors, which is good. So every single day we are improving in this area. So today's topic will be maybe again not so connected with clairvoyance, with some psychic abilities, but definitely could be that is it's always something that is connected with some topic. So today I will speak about vegetarians, vegans, and people who eat only raw food. So what is benefits, what is against this, all that kind of stuff. I hope that you will enjoy it. Again, this topic it's not written on my skin totally because I'm not a chef. I do not cook a lot. I can prepare food, but usually my fiance take care of this. When I cook, it's like something that my daughter really want, some special things that I'm really good at, and she just enjoy it every time that I prepare like American pancakes, some Slovenian traditional food, and so on. So definitely something that my fiance and my daughter like. Okay, you are a better cook than mom. This is words from my daughter. So definitely, I will speak about myself. I started to be vegetarian, I think, like 7, 8 years ago. Why I choose this path? Actually, I joined one group for meditation, and if you want to enter and to get some kind of codes for starting meditations, you need to be vegetarian for 3 months. I said, okay, I will try. I still can go back with eating everything, so that I can eat meat and all this. So I said, okay, I will try. I tried. It was really good. My body reacted really good on this. I can handle life without meat. I can handle life without eating, as we say, stuff that has eyes and parents. So actually, this my pet. It's like that. I'm not allowed to eat meat and eggs. All other stuff I can eat, but I usually, if there is some kind of chance, I try to avoid eggs. But definitely, if they're on the table, I eat this. So I'm not like 100% vegetarians. A lot of people are, but sometimes I just cannot avoid that kind of stuff. So eggs, especially when eggs are in, I don't know, pancakes or similar things that is really hard to prepare also without eggs. But meat is really something that I avoid, that I do not eat. What is the difference between vegetarians and vegans for the first time? Hello, studio. Vegetarians, we eat products which are based on animals. So, for example, milk, cheese, yogurt, stuff like that. So, milk products we are allowed to eat. Why? Because for getting this, Rebecca, hello, Rebecca. Okay, but Rebecca, do not worry. Okay, so vegetarians, we can eat all this stuff. Why? Because for getting this kind of products, you don't need to kill animal. So you can eat milk, you can drink milk, you can eat cheese. Because for this you don't need to kill cow, you don't need to kill I don't know, sheep or whatever. Hello, Suzanne. So definitely, so vegetarians can eat milk products. Vegans, they do not eat nothing what is correlated with animals. So no milk, no eggs, nothing. Raw food. So, but I still, for example, okay, they can prepare. I don't know, spaghetti and eat spaghetti with some kind of sauce. Uh, Raw food, people who eat only raw food, they do not eat spaghetti. Why? Because you have to cook. So raw food eaters do not eat food which is prepared, like cooked or baked or put on barbecue or whatever. So everything that they can put together just with hands, they can eat, or they eat it really like which way you choose. So I know people who went from eating everything to vegetarians, to vegans, and then to raw food. I know, for example, one guy who has been vegetarian. Actually, he was been vegan for like 25 years, and then he chose go back to eating everything. Right now he eats everything. His specialty is like really like this meat with a lot of fat. So why? Because he's a long distance runner, and he realized that fat gives him much more energy than average vegetarian food, so he chose that path. But it doesn't matter. I always say I do not force people eat this. I do not force people. You have to be vegetarian. You have to be vegans. I know people who are really forcing others, who are like putting this on the big stage. Yeah, I'm a vegan. You have to be vegan also. No, I don't do this. Everybody can their own path. Everybody can go to this path. There is a lot of people who actually cannot change this totally because their body is not made just to be vegetarian, just to be vegans, just to be raw food eaters. Why? Because our bodies are really like programmed so far. Sooner or later, if someone's body is not prepared, they start to really like put some kind of red alert that people have to stay eating meat. They have to stay eating, I don't know, at least cheese, so milk products, so that they cannot be vegans, but they can be vegetarians. So this is really the path that you choose. Definitely, I feel much better when I eat, since I'm eating only vegetarian food. Uh, it's really good. Yes. No, you can get with different types of food. You can get all the vitamins to our body. So definitely in every single, not in every single, in the food that is origin vegetarian, you can get all the vitamins. So it's not like that you have to eat some supplements or some pills or something else. No, you don't need to, because, for example, this, I don't know how to translate, because food is really not my place where I can translate stuff. So there is some small circles. I don't know how you call this food. I can check later and translate this. There is uh, so that this, you can get some special vitamins. Some other food you get some others. So definitely, nature is based on this. That actually in nature people can collect and eat stuff that gives you just enough. So if you look way back, before people starts to bake, before people starts to cook, they're eating. At the beginning, all people was being vegetarians. Then they realize that they can kill animals and they can prepare animals, and this give them some special power. So most of the time when you eat meat, you actually eat meat also, that you get this uh, aggressive standings towards something else, that you get this aggressive situation, or aggressive body. I realized this because when I stopped eating this, my this wish for being better in running fall down a little bit, so I have to put my mind together to say, okay, uh, I lost this with not eating meat, but right now I have to trick my mind that still I can be competitive, that I can like that I can be like aggressive into this area, and also this put me in some kind of situation that I really have to think or force myself. Okay, you are still someone who can attack. So if you look back, when people starts to kill animals, they have been more aggressive. This also brings later some wars because of aggression. Before that, there was no such a thing. Why? Because people wasn't being aggressive. You have to know that when you kill animal, there is some kind of toxin creates in the body of animals, and you actually eat this toxin, and this toxin is not good for our body. So if you look to some kind of these butcher stores, not stores but factories, where they're killing animals one after another, the animals know that they are going to the death, and they start to be afraid, and this fear creates this adrenaline and this toxin later we are eating. So what this means, nothing good for our body. But in food, in raw food, in vegetarian food, there is no such a thing as adrenaline and toxins. So this is something that can be compared. Of course, when there comes, for example, when this nuclear catastrophe happens in Chernobyl, and like years ago in Japan, where all this pollution goes to the air, a lot of vegetarian food suck this dust, and actually this was really something bad. So a lot of, before you start to eat that kind of food, you have to really clean it. But for example, in mushrooms, it was been higher percentage of these little pieces. Why? Because mushrooms were sucked this into, and actually a lot of people who eat this later, even if you were like 1,000 miles away, you still get some kind of infection because of this. Why? Because mushrooms really mushrooms are really affected by that kind of stuff, as it pollution and stuff like that. So this is something that it can kill you if you eat too much of this, especially if you're really close to some kind of pollution. But it's much safer than some stuff that is connected with animals, and actually that you eat this kind of toxin. So as I said, I do not promote this, that I'm a vegetarian. I do not say, yeah, I'm like this, I'm like that. People can choose their own ways. I really don't like people who are forcing only like vegans. Yeah, okay. Someone tried to be vegan and body reacted negatively on this, and this person has to start eating bad meat, and this is not something that right now you have to judge these people. No, but a lot of people do this, which is wrong. I have a friend, she's a vegan, and she's all the time on social media, how she eat, what kind of food she eats, that she just blaming all these farmers and factories who are producing meat and stuff like that. I was like, why are you doing this? You cannot change the whole population, with forcing, especially not with forcing. But if you just say, okay, I do this because of my own life, because in the past maybe this saved my life, then this is totally different story. I heard stories how, for example, like butcher man who was killing big animals for 40 years. When he stopped working in this area, he became vegetarian, because he realized what kind of bad things are actually happening in the farms when you do this. But this is totally different story now. So everybody has their own way to get this. So definitely in all food, in any kind of area of food, you like hydro HOs. Yeah, you also have this. So definitely there is enough ingredients in every single type of food, especially if you eat diversity. This is something. I have a brother who do not eat. For example, no salad, no tomato, no nothing. Fruit for him is something like extraordinary. Also like so for fruit and help me find. Mm, so, for example, the only thing that he's eating is paprika right now. And this is it. He don't eat green salad. He don't eat any kind of salad. He don't eat spinach. So I don't know how to translate this. Spinach. So stuff like that he do not eat, but he's still alive. Either way that he's eating only like potato and meat all the time, without this extra stuff. On the other side, it's me who is eating all others, just not eat meat, and we are still healthy. Okay, maybe I have better health than him because I do not live in such a stress as he is living. But anyway, so when he gets sick, he do not get sick because of food, but because of work. So definitely, it's like that you cannot say you are a good person or you're a bad person because you eat this or you eat that. So everybody can choose their own ways, but definitely you can get all. So you can get all stuff, all things that you need in the diversity of food. So this is crucial. If you eat only one type of food, it starts to bother you in your health. So I know a lot of people in the United States eat just fast food, like non-stop, like maybe I don't know, McDonald's food, and of course this is something that really affects negatively. They are overweight, and their body is not reacting on nothing. So this is definitely not healthy food. So choose some kind of other way to fit your body. Why? Because you need everybody needs to get diversity of range of selection of the food. Also, people who eat meat, they have to eat different type of food. Or like rice and potato, fried chicken, no fried chicken, so fried rice, whatever. So different types. So this diversity is important as for meat eating people or just the people who are eating vegetarian food. So definitely this is not such a science fiction, if we can say so. So definitely it's important how you feel when you start eating specific type of food. For example, I eat like seafood, only like these small sardines. That was it what I eat before. I never eat a lot of seafood, and so it was not been a problem for me to say, okay, no seafood for me, or no fishes or whatever. So when I suggest people how you can slowly change into vegetarian is that maybe I don't know that you just cut maybe one or two meals per week, and you just start to eat more vegetarian food, and then slowly that you put this to zero. I don't know, for example, if you eat like that you have let's say approximately, let's say 21 meals per week, 3 times 7, and you eat maybe, I don't know, at least 10 times meat. Try maybe 10 or 8 times, and then slowly 7, next week 6, next week 5, so that your body do not react too fast. So I compare this with my running. I run so that I put my last part of the leg first down, and then slowly to the fingers, and then just starts to run. And then I change this dramatically. One day that I run just on fingers, and I have really bad hurts on my lower legs, and then I saw that I made a mistake, so I went slowly. It takes me like 3 weeks that I came from back to fingers, just on fingers, so it takes me 3 weeks that I achieved that. Also in food, you can take this slower time to go to from eating meat to eating only vegetarian food. Of course, some people say, okay, I cannot eat without meat. Okay, in this case, maybe once or twice per week, if you eat this, it's just perfect. But if there is meant that you will eat only vegetarian food, sooner or later the body will really say stop for this meat food, and it will be much better when you realize, okay, I feel I feel not so good when I eat meat, so that you will say, okay, I don't need this anymore. But as I said, I do not promote nothing. I just know that for me, my body reacts really good. My body is prepared to be vegetarian, which is amazing. But some people just cannot be. So you can try. If they will be not successful, do not worry. It's maybe not the perfect timing. It's not that you are not maybe prepared. Maybe you still need some kind of small stuff. I know for myself that before I became a vegetarian, I didn't eat pigs, so that kind of food. I eat only like chickens, and that was it. So this was I'd say my first step into vegetarian, that I just didn't eat all of meat, just one part or maybe two parts, and then one, and then you go to zero. So definitely this is also like pet, that you slowly go down with meat, but slowly also going up with vegetarian food. Why it is really funny, because when you eat meat, okay, I can prepare meat on this way, on that way. But when you start to eat vegetarian food, then you have to do some little research. What kind of food is good? What kind of food is not good? What kind of type of food will be good for your body? I still, for example, do not eat beans. Either way, that this is really a really good ingredient for getting a lot of vitamins and a lot of good stuff. But I just cannot. This is something that I avoid on really like long distance. But I just eat something else instead of this, that I get all this what my body needs. So definitely, it's important that you observe, that you eat what you like, that you don't force yourself, okay, right now you have to eat broccoli. If you cannot eat broccoli, do not force yourself. No, maybe you can mix it with something else that you will not even realize that you're eating broccoli. This is how you actually maybe slightly give food to the kids, that maybe kids will not like raw broccoli, but when you like smash it and you prepare like a some kind of pasta, or some kind of sauce, they just eat this. So you have to, as you trick your kid, you can trick also yourself, that you will eat that kind of food, that will be maybe, that you will, at least when you will look at it, you will say, okay, I can try this with no problem. I can eat this food with no problem. Why? Because it looks good. It looks amazing, and that's it. Sometimes people really prepare amazing looking food, but when you try it, when you breathe, it starts to maybe to withdraw. But anyway, body slowly adopt this, and you start to eat different types of food, different types of ingredients, and you can actually prepare food on so many different ways, that you cannot imagine, and this is important. Just learning and investigation and reading articles. This can help, and this will help you to get maybe more ideas what kind of food you can prepare, what kind of different types of food you can prepare, and that you start to enjoy in your kitchen or wherever you go, So right now I know that there is a lot of places where people actually, everybody can be a psychic, especially if you are meant to be a psychic. Uh, so I know for myself that obviously with becoming a vegetarian also helped me with my psychic abilities. Why? Because like my subconscious mind is right now, okay, you are growing without that someone will be killed. This is also important so that you know that you can live without that some animals or whatever will be killed, that you will survive. So this is also like something you don't need to kill, that you don't need to go over someone, that you will be able to live here. This is also something that is so powerful, so interesting. Definitely, big changings are here, as I mentioned before. So there's a lot of places right now for all over the world where you actually have like only vegan food or only vegetarian food. Especially, I remember when I visited India, there has been like places that you say that you could see. Here you have like meat food, seafood, and then little part vegetarian food, and also for in India this is totally different, which I really like it because I was like, okay, this country is really like based on something that I like, so that they first offer you vegetarian food, and then okay, if you are not vegetarian, non-veggies also available, So this is something good, but we have like especially in Europe there is a lot of places that are opening their doors, like vegan restaurant or just vegan food. Uh, it's more like based on vegan than vegetarian. Now, why? Because vegetarian food it's much easier to get. Why? Because you just put out meat and that's it. So you can order. You go to the restaurant and you order everything and you just say okay. You just do not order any kind of meat, or any kind of steak or whatever. But in vegan restaurants, they're actually preparing everything without these milk products, without products that are coming from any kind of animals. So this is much better, and not much better, but still that you know for sure. Okay, it is like that. Uh, I know people who are like so. You can prepare, for example, soup that you put some meat inside and then just separate this water, so soup, and that you put away meat. But some people do not eat that kind of soup because it's based on meat. In vegan restaurant you cannot get this, but in some kind of ordinary restaurant you will get that kind of soup. But not only this, so for example, people like you're baking something and you're baking first some kind of meat, and then you just put this meat out and you put some kind of cheese. You prepare this cheese and that's it. But this cheese is also been made in an oil which has been before in contact with meat, and a lot of people do not like this any kind of contacts between cheese and meat. For me this is not a problem, but some people 100 females, 200 boobs, it's like that, and some people just don't fit with this. Some people just don't say that this is okay, that that food can be prepared in the same place that is prepared also some kind of meat. I never look that way, and I don't judge this, and I don't avoid restaurants where that kind of food is prepared. Also, that a lot of, especially Italian food, is also it has a lot of vegetarian food, like in this pizza. So definitely, people are aware that you can live without meat also, which is good, which is so that this drives us to the better world, that this drives us to someone that we will realize that we don't need to kill anybody that we can survive. So this is some kind of strange thinking. Okay, if I want to survive, I have to kill one chicken each week or one cow each month that I can survive. No, you don't need to do this. Why? Because you can eat something that nature gives you, something that can be just part of your society or whatever. It's also a lot of people right now buy locally, so that whatever local farmers produce, you can buy this. That this cannot be, don't need to be imported from different side of the world. For example, I know that you don't need to import bananas from that you get this in Europe, like from Southern America, so that these bananas are traveling around the globe, that you can eat that kind of stuff. Also, I don't know, some additional fruits or other vegetables that these do not travel so far that you can eat this, so that you just buy or produce for yourself if you have a chance in your small farm this food, and that's it. So this is also something that like is forcing you in a positive way that you are eating more healthy food, more food that is close to you, that it's not been able to cost a lot of for just moving from one side of the planet to another. You know, uh, I would say that's slowly it about today's topic. I know that maybe I didn't speak about some different ingredients, how to prepare some kind of food. As I told you at the beginning, I'm not a chef, I'm not a cooker. I'm not such a cooker that I will be like that I can cook everything. Uh, if you will come to my place, I will prepare you some traditional food. I know how to do that, but not like that I will do this 24/7 now. Mm. So, if anybody has any kind of question correlated with this topic, let me know now. And just remember me. So tomorrow's topic is motivation, if I remember right, and then Wednesday we have stress versus something. I have to check. So I will say, Susan, are you still here? Then I know that you remember what we speak about, what kind of topic I will have tomorrow. No, tomorrow definitely motivation speaking, but in Wednesday I think stress versus something. Let me know. Okay, so that's me. What about Thursday? I don't remember Thursday. What we speak about Thursday. Susan, can you remember me? I can go check yesterday's video, but that I don't need to. So any questions correlated with vegetarian, vegan, raw food? Susan, let me know about our reading, when you want to have it. Okay, there is no questions correlated with this. Just type yes if you are interested to get our message as every single day. So free message for anyone who is here. Susan, are you still here? I will say yes. If there is yes, just type yes. And as I can see, so it's also Jan with you, so double yes. Yes, yes. Okay, first I will give a lady first place. So Susan, message for you. Susan, like in next 3 4 days, you will get idea for some kind of new business, some kind of new business idea. Do the research, and I can see that will be that can make you some additional money. So definitely do the research first, then action. But you will get this in next 3 4 days. You will get this idea. Yeah, message for you. Jan, be more careful with your health. Be more because you are really a lot in contact with other people. So really protect yourself and protect when you go outside that you don't get some bad stuff. And also, this coronavirus can be really dangerous. And I can see that you are really a lot outside. Protect yourself. Studio message for you. I'm setting something really good, some really good informations you will get quoted at your business slash job slash work studio. So definitely next 7 days something some good news correlated with your business. Okay, anybody else inside right now because I can see 4 people. Okay, that's amazing. Susan and Jan. Yeah, Susan, be prepared because obviously this brainstorming will really help you uh, and that you can get this studio. I got message today corrected that this is obviously right now more important for you than your love area. Okay, so your love you will have to wait a little bit. Rebecca, are you still here? Studio, I told you if you want some additional information, just take me private, pay me, and then you can ask whatever you want. Okay. Or anybody else, just type yes. Just type yes. Just type yes. If you John Doe, message for you. John Doe, take care of your health in next 10 days. So be careful for your health in next 10 days. Anybody else? Okay, Rebecca, message for you. Rebecca, really put this fear away because your fear will attract so bad things in your life that you cannot imagine. Put this fear away, put this fear away, because with fear you are creating a life that you do not want, that you do not deserve. Okay? So be be afraid. Hello dot guy. So Rebecca, put fear away, really. Dot guy message for you. Dot guy message for you. In next 10 days I can see some traveling for you. 10 days traveling. So you will travel somewhere, or this is maybe short visit or something longer. So definitely I can see traveling for you. This is what I'm getting in next 10 days. Could be that this will be only like traveling to the nearest store or whatever. So I'm sensing to traveling for you. Anybody else? If not, so here tomorrow. Tomorrow I will speak about motivation, maybe topic more based on me, something more for my skin. So definitely tomorrow will be really amazing topic, really a lot of interesting stuff. I will speak about. I will say that Susan knows me really good in this area already. Also maybe Rebecca, especially because of all. This is lagging what? Okay, whatever. So we will be in touch tomorrow again. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed week, which is in front of us. Be safe and stay inside and wear masks when you go outside. Have a really good night.